Go for Geary. We're back with a surprise edition. Steve Robinson with me, which is an even better surprise because me and Steve are always so good together when we do things like this. What's going on, man?
Electric.
Yes,
I'm doing all right. I'm sorry to invade your space. I know
not
go
at
for
all.
Geary is your domain, and you've got some momentum with it. But I just kind of wanted to come in and update people on the t-shirts, because I think when we did our other electric piece of content
Yes.
throughout this period, the update on the RSS feed, we said that there was going to be a t-shirt drive. But I actually the first organization that I reached out to took 6 days to get back to me, and then said, "Are you guys going to be selling sexist T-shirts like Barstool usually does to raise money for our organization?" So right away, that was a red flag that this is probably not an organization we want to work with. So I have been talking today with another organization, so I'm hoping we'll have those T-shirts up tomorrow, so people will be able to buy something, maybe a "Hope All Is Well" shirt. Somebody came up with that
That's what
idea.
I was thinking, yeah.
So we're hoping to be able to raise money for a foundation in the mental health space.
Excellent. I would love to contribute to such a cause with my brilliance. You were in studio the other day. How was that?
It was I guess okay. It was a little strange to be back there, and I mean Kirk was definitely still in a mood, you could tell. I mean, it was a very serious show. But I thought it was very meaningful. It was very raw. It's the kind of stuff that people love Kirk for. It was the same that it always is, where we don't talk before the show and we don't talk after the show. So everybody who was listening to it pretty much got the entire experience. But I'm thinking,
Did it feel because you had said to me that it's just going to be Kirk, but then when people asked about it, I just kept saying, like, knowing Kirk at some point he's going to go to Steve and ask him something just because if he's in the room. Did it feel like you were interrupting that at all? Like, did you feel weird when you had to talk? Because I know
I mean, yeah, a little bit, but it was kind of like a speak when spoken to vibe. So
Yeah.
it would have felt stranger if if he said,
waved
"To
him
the
off.
Minifans,
No.
the Minifans have any questions?" Nah, sorry, boss. Today's not the day
all you.
for Stevie to do talking. Or
Yeah.
what am I? I'll text you. But yeah, I mean, it's different. I mean, it's a little bit different when you're not in the room too. I mean, you bring an element of levity to the situation because
go on.
Kirk is obviously very funny, but in that moment, very serious. And I tend to be a more serious guy. So when you put the two of us together talking about something like mental illness and mental health, it's not exactly filled with eye slappers.
You need the old blind bear riding a unicycle to bring some laughs to the situation. I understand.
Exactly.
The other thing I was curious about, and a few people have asked me, is the tattoo thing still going on? We don't know yet?
Yes. The tattoo thing is still going on. Yes, on March 22nd, I've reached out to all the people who volunteered to get a Minifan tattoo. So they have all the instructions, and we'll be doing a taping from Boston Barber and Tattoo Company on the 22nd, which is a Sunday. And then we'll probably release that as a whole or part of an episode on Monday, or maybe put it up on YouTube, whatever Kirk is interested in doing.
Can people still sign up to go to that, or is it?
If you want to get a Minifan tattoo, we will bend the rules to let you in. But I mean, if it gets to the point where it's like 100 people last minute are deciding that they want to be in, because we've got a core group of like 30 people who have from the very beginning said that they want to get it done, and they've got the paperwork, they know what the process is going to be. And for people who are wondering about it, it's the first drawing that you did, the portrait that you did of Kirk back at Red 13. That's the only design that we're going to be able to do. If you want to come up with, your own design, Boston Barber and Tattoo Company might work with you, but it's not going to be part of this promotion. We're offering basically various sizes of that design. They're going to have to do the stencils up in advance. And I mean, you can choose where it goes. We're not insisting that everyone does like a neck tattoo or something.
All right. Any business as usual tomorrow? Any teases? I know I've listened to far too much Julie DeCaro audio to not.
Yeah,
play
same here. Same here. So we'll get it back into the Julie DeCaro situation, and I think in a little bit more of like a bad radio approach, as opposed to what an evil, disgusting human being Julie DeCaro is approach. I think that we're also going to touch into a feel-good story from the Boston Globe that we tweeted out from the show account a little while ago. Our old friend Bob Murchison lost decisively in the Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court in a case where he was basically saying that some guy couldn't build a house, 100 yards from his, because it would be, I think the quote was, density-related harm would be visited upon him. So he's going to take it to the Supreme Judicial Court. if someone wants to build a house next to his, and that's harm. But the campaign that he waged against Kirk Minahan, no, there's no harm there, none whatsoever. No. So I think we'll get into that. There's a few other things. I don't know if Kirk's going to want to talk about the Woody Allen situation with them, the publisher deciding to drop that, because that seems right up our alley. It's I don't know. There's interesting arguments on either side of it, I suppose. I don't know how you feel about it.
Well, I think we know where I stand. I'm a Woody guy.
but the other thing is, it's Hachette's right to not publish the book if their employees are bitching about it, right?
Sure, but it's just I don't know. It's a book. Like, I think publishing companies are struggling so much right now that if Woody Allen's selling a book, I don't think you should pass up on it just because you also did a book with Ronan Farrow. I get why it's weird and why Ronan Farrow wouldn't want that. But I don't know. It just seems kind of. I get both sides, but I would stand with Woody Allen. Like, the book's going to make money. So.
quote, Blind Mike, I would stand with Woody Allen. Yeah, the book's going to make money, but
he's my guy.
From the publishing company's perspective, okay, the book's going to make money, so it's the capitalism says do it. But doesn't it feel like icky knowing that Woody Allen is going to be cashing those royalty checks?
I guess it's just a publisher. I mean, how many more books is Ronan Farrow going to write? Like, are they just going to ride off his coattails forever?
But the thing is, I mean,
start making some money.
But I have no moral problem with Ronan Farrow making money, right? You're not. I mean, he hasn't been accused of any crimes.
Well, neither is Woody Allen, really.
That's the problem. Wow. Yeah. All right.
Well,
there you go.
Maybe there have been some rumors, but he's not been accused of anything.
Maybe we can get into it on the show, but I would say that there's a reason that all those employees decided to walk out.
Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow.
So there's a couple other stories kicking. I think it'll be a good show tomorrow. I think it'll be what the Minifans have been missing out on the past couple of weeks.
Oh, and what is this godforsaken idea that I'm sure will not embarrass me at all?
No, it won't embarrass you at all. So this is going to be a combination content for the Kirk Minahan show, but it's also going to be a fundraiser. So it's called, get this, okay, let's lick mental illness. Okay, let's lick mental illness. And what we're going to do is we're going to establish donation tiers, and we'll set up something like a GoFundMe where all the Minifans can contribute. And if we get to, it's going to be a little bit involving coronavirus. If we get to $100, you're going to lick like the door to the studio. Okay, if we get to $2,000, you're gonna lick like someone's car handle. If we get to $5,000, you're gonna lick a handrail on an MBTA train. Okay.
I mean, I might die.
If we get to $5,000, Mike is going to lick like a turnstile at Boston Logan International Airport. If we get up to $10,000, then we're going to like the New York subway system. We might be taking a flight out to Seattle, find like a really like densely populated heat zone. I mean, we could raise like $100,000 for you to go to Wuhan and just start licking public spaces.
I mean, I'll do it. There's
you're
a good
young,
chance
you're healthy.
I'm going to get it now, but
you're young, you're healthy, you'll survive. And guess what? We will lick mental illness.
All right, let's lick mental illness, folks. I'm in, I guess, if you guys want to donate money. It's a good cause.
I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe it falls flat and no one wants to see you go lick public spaces,
I'm in. I think people will want that, just for the sheer humiliation of it. But, yeah, I'll do it. Why the hell not? I say no to nothing. I may not come up with much, but I always say yes.
Well, I mean, absent this, I think you're the least likely person to get coronavirus because you don't. I mean, like I barely interact with random people. It's like to the studio and back, but you're even more to the studio and back. I suppose you could catch it from an Uber driver.
Yeah, that's about it. I go to the Uber driver and I go out for lunch and stuff like that. That's more or less it.
Well, see, the other angle of it though is that Kirk, as he said on Monday, thinks that the coronavirus is being overhyped.
I agree with that.
It's one big media panic. So you agree with it. So let's calm everyone's nerves and show that this media titan, Blind Mike, is willing to go out and lick public services to show you that Corona is not that big of a threat.
Yes, we're on the other side of this.
You don't need to buy masks. Blind Mike is out there licking bus doors.
I will say my stocks are turning around. I'm sure that's not true. I haven't checked in the last hour. I'm sure they're plummeting, but right now we're looking good.
Are you using Robinhood?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Robinhood's the one that's been closing down anytime people want to like sell their stocks. Right?
There have been some problems.
Outages, yeah.
Yeah, there have been some problems.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm glad to know that you're investing in the stock market. You have a long time horizon, so I don't think any of this should affect you.
Thank God. Do you want to take a couple? See, I'm sure this won't work, but do you want to try and take a couple calls before you go?
Hey, you should stop denigrating intern Justin. He's been doing a hell of a job.
No, I don't think it's Justin's fault. I don't think they'll be able to hear you.
Yeah, sure. We can take some calls.
All right. Let's see if anyone's on the line here. Justin, fire it up. Yeah. 508-964-FLAP, folks. If you want to call it, there we go. Let's pick this up, see if it works. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, am I on?
Yes, what's up?
This is Mike Geary here.
No, this is Mike Geary.
And Steve Robinson's there.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
All right, well, fuck you, Steve. If Steve followed me, unfollow me on Twitter. I'd like to know why. This is Jerry's consultant.
Jerry's consulting. You were tweeting too much. I'll follow you back. I still like you, but I can't have my feed clogged up with all this bracket talk. There's a bunch of people who have complained that I've unfollowed them, and I'm sorry. I didn't realize my follow meant that much to you.
Oh. So this guy can't hear you, Steve.
Oh, he can't hear me?
The guy said,
okay.
To quote Steve Robinson verbatim here, he said, because you're a real cunt and he doesn't like you. Now, fuck off. Beat it.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I think you're a nice guy. You seem like a nice guy to me. Thanks for the call, friend. All right, man.
All right. If the calls aren't going to work, you want to knock me out of here?
Steve, this is a great honor, but you've been knocked out.
Remember. Let's lick mental illness.
Yes, let's lick mental illness. Now beat it, you son of a bitch. I will say it's a clever idea, I guess. I'll do it. That's what I'm here for. Wacky bits. Let's see what this caller's got to say. I'm sure people want to talk to Steve, so this will be disappointing for him. What's up, caller?
Hey, I'm on.
You sure are.
Hey, do you guys get any type of commission off of your sales this year?
What do you mean sales?
Stuff like that?
Oh yeah, we get like a percentage of merchandise and stuff like that. Yeah.
How'd it go?
Oh, I haven't gotten it yet, so I don't know.
I thought it was supposed to come in February. That's why I called to ask. Just curious.
That's probably you know what? I should probably look into that. I'm sure he's right. That's probably something I should look into. I haven't gotten a merch bonus yet. I don't know. Maybe we didn't sell enough merch. Go to KirkMinahanshow.com. Start buying some shit, for Christ's sake. Hoodies still up there, sweatpants, hats, T-shirts. Let's see what this person has to say. What's up, caller?
Hello?
What's your name? Where are you calling from? Oh, hello? Oh, you've been knocked out. Beat it. I'm sure it's my fault that they can't hear me on the other end, but what are you going to do? Yeah, coronavirus, I think we're done with it, to be honest. Not that it's going to keep being a story, but it's all that's in the news, for Christ's sake. I don't get why it's any. I know Tucker Carlson had a great description of it, saying we should all be more worried, but I don't buy it. What's up, caller?
Yo, what's good?
What's going on?
Yo, I was calling from upstate New York.
Okay.
My name is Jamie, and I just thought it'd be good to call. I'm intern Lil's roommate.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so I just wonder if you had any questions about him.
Yeah, I've heard tell that the floor is covered in empty beer cans and cigarette butts. Is there any truth to that?
You know what? Yeah, there's a few other substances that
Oh my God.
William likes to delve into.
How do you live like that, smoking cigarettes in the house? Isn't it disgusting? Like, I mean, hey, do what you want, but.
I mean, man, we're some crazy boys out there. Like,
it sounds like it's some crazy boy. I imagine living with Will must be wild times. Does he ever shut the fuck up?
I've seen Will eat a cigarette whole.
You've seen him what?
He ate a cigarette whole.
Oh, your phone kind of sucks, but. Eat a cigarette whole. Really? Under what circumstances?
I'd say after 4.5 beers, some shit.
His phone sucks. This is unfortunate. I'm going to give you one last question here before I let you go. Your phone kind of sucks. I'd like to talk to you more, but does Will ever stop talking?
Not if Kirk Dixon is not, then he might shut up.
All right, Jamie, you've been electric. Call back anytime, my friend. You got any good Will stories before you go?
It's all good, man.
All right, goodbye. Was that actually Will? I can't tell.
Nothing but the best for now.
Yeah, well, we need a good call for today. Come on, people, let's get ramped up. What's up, caller?
Hello.
What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yes. What's up?
Listen, see, I wanted to know something. If we're gonna do the mental illness thing,
Yeah.
how much money would it take you to lick Dale Arnold's asshole?
Boy, see, that would be like I think we're shooting in the hundreds of thousands if we can get donations, but I don't think Dale's going to play along. He doesn't strike me as the kind of guy that would go for that. I'll do it for charity, for a great charity, a few $100,000. I'll do that.
I think he'd probably do it for $5 the way he is.
You think he would? All right, maybe. Go ahead.
Final question: is the OG Minifan show ever going to be back on? I'd like to see it. It's nice.
Is this TJ Hubbard? I think it was. Is it tonight, Justin?
That's when it's supposed to be.
So the show tweeted out. This is going to be very controversial, folks. I hope the Aussie Minifans aren't bumping the OG Minifans.
We have plenty of time. I'm
The tweet said OG might be pushed to tomorrow. I don't know. I'll get into it after this call. What's up, caller?
Hello?
What's going on?
What's up, Mike? How you doing, man?
How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Barely. What's up?
Hello? Can't hear
Yes.
you. Your phone sucks, and so does Steve. Fuck
Your
you.
phone sucks. At least he's a Mike guy, not a Steve guy.
Steve from Providence.
It sounded like Steve from Providence. But speaking of which, the lineup that was tweeted out from the show account says Andy Mayo's what's it called? Nickels Worth of Free Advice, which is a good title. At 7, and then the Aussies at 8. OGs might have gotten bumped for the Aussies. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm sure they'll rip me, which will be interesting. What's up, caller?
Mike, are you ever going to consider buying Intercom stock?
That's an interesting question. I have been investing in the stock market lately, but Entercom I see continuing to go down afterwards.
Is there ever a price that you're going to buy it?
No, I don't think. If you give it to me for free, I don't think I would take it.
Why wouldn't you buy it if it's cheap?
Sir, can I ask you how the pizza business is?
Doing well.
All right.
We're starting to pick up.
That's good to hear. I'll invest in sauce. Thank you, my friend. Get back to the sauce mines. I believe that was the warthog. Yes. Doing his Jon Stewart impression, which infuriated me for many hours when he started doing it. Many, many hours. Far too many. But Jon Stewart's a good... I wonder if Jon Stewart... He's got to be calling in at some point today. He's a regular. Let's see if this is him. Caller, what's your name?
Hi, this is Carter in Chelmsford.
I suspect a ruse is afoot, but what's up?
Why'd you dump the OG Minifan show, you fat fuck? And I'm willing to donate $500 so you can look at fuck his asshole.
I didn't do it. I didn't push the OG Minifan show. And I don't think either of those gentlemen would call me a fat fuck. I don't know who that was. I'm losing weight. I'm looking svelte here, people. Yeah, OG Minifan show might be up tonight. We'll see. What's up, caller? Hello. Oh, man. Did they hang up?
Yep.
You have no guts. You're gutless. You don't have the courage to confront me. That's what that is. Feel free to call back, because we are drowning here. Calls have not been great so far. Maybe this one will be a little better. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Mike, it's Pat and Lowell.
What's going on?
Nothing much. Hey, I just haven't heard this theory floating around much regarding Kirk's mental health.
I'm sure this will be good. Let's hear it.
So he said he had been feeling that way for about a month or so. If you go back and look at the timeline, about a month or so to the day was when intern Justin gave Kirk his top 5 celebrity list.
Wow. You know what? You're right.
Yeah.
It's
So
funny because I tracked it back to Miami when he said that. And I did say, I was like, wow, it seems so strange. He was doing so well in Miami. He was a social butterfly. He hit it well. But you're right.
Yeah, look, it's almost exactly a month. So about a month or so would be perfect for.
Wow.
For the
Unbelievable.
timeline.
Unbelievable catch there, my friend. What's your name again?
It's Pat.
Pat, excellent work. That is,
Yeah,
Justin,
yeah.
how do you feel about this? You ashamed of yourself? You drove a man to the brink of suicide. I understand you yourself go through your own issues.
Donald Trump is.
Huh?
I'd probably say Donald Trump is like around 6 or 7.
Oh, he's going for a bit now. With this coronavirus, Trump is falling on his list, folks. He's funny.
Hey, Mike, I got
He's
a
funny.
request too.
Yeah, go for it.
The Kirk's running shirt.
Mm-hmm.
You guys should make that in dry fit so people can actually go running in it.
Make it in dry fit?
Yeah, or like a moisture wick or something.
Yeah, we can see if I don't know if Barstool does that or not, but
That'd be nice.
we can
That'd
see.
be nice. I got one. I'd like to wear it running. So.
Okay, we'll look into that.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, man.
Have a good one. Bye.
You too. I figured he would have been gone by the time I said. You don't have to say goodbye to me 10 times. So we get it. You're a nice guy. Now get lost. That's a great theory, though. Justin may have driven Kirk to insanity. What's up, caller?
Michael, can you hear me?
What's going on?
I'm calling. This is Red. I'm calling to see if you want to talk brackets with me.
You know what, Red? The calls have sucked so far, so why the hell not?
Hey, here we go. I like that attitude. All right, so we're breaking down the Madawaska bracket today.
Okay.
I'll give you the matchups. You let me know what you think. Maybe if you want to go a little Francesa in there as well, I would appreciate that. But, here we go. So we got the number 1 versus the number 8. We've got MHB versus Rich Mandarin. Rich_Mandarin. What are you thinking there?
It's MHB. MHB's a legend. Rich Mandarin, good guy. And he's no MHB.
Hopefully he's maybe had some dinner with Parcells. I don't know, but MHB certainly does like to eat for sure.
Okay. All right.
I've got MHB winning in a landslide in this. As much as I'm a Mandarin man, I've got MHB winning.
I would agree with that. Rich Mandarin, excellent guy, but you got to go with the legend MHB.
You got to. And then we've got number 4, John Featherston, against number 5, Murchison's Mouse.
John Featherston should be a 1 seed. I would settle for 2. John Featherston, as Willie Intern would say, vastly underseeded.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so Featherston, no offense that Murchison's Mouse does some great work, but Featherston should win in a landslide there, I think.
I agree. I think Featherston has been tournament tested at the battles at Sherborne Tourney in the fall. I think he's ready to go. I think he easily gets through on this matchup.
All right.
And the last one, I will be quick on this. Number 2, DEC against number 10, Business Cullinane. Which one do you got in that one?
I mean, again, Business Cullinane, good guy, but come on. We're talking about a Mount Rushmore guy in DEC, a disgraced president, a known pervert, and a great man in DEC. I don't think there's any getting by him.
Yeah, I agree. I think the wild card is the cheerleaders on the sideline. Business Cullinane, has nice cheerleaders. I wonder if DEC will be distracted by them. Always a wild card for that game. But I think DEC will pull through. I'll hang up and listen before I flame out. Thank you for indulging me. Hopefully Matt from Providence approves this phone call. Take care.
Thank you, Red. My guy Matt from Providence getting some shit. I'm getting some shit as well for that, Mike, and I'm a fan. It is what it is. I think Chris is going to be back on this weekend, by the way. Me and Chris will have it out, finally. I think it's just going to be me and him. We'll see how it goes. What's up, caller?
Hey, what's going on?
What's happening?
This is Dale in Kennebunkport.
Okay.
Hey, so you guys started the show at 1 o'clock. I was really hoping you were going to start it at, 12:30, if you know what I'm saying.
12:30 is my favorite time of day. I make sure to be by my radio for that. Yeah.
I was never a big fan of yours, Mike, in the beginning, but I've really done an awakened 180 on you, and
You're one of the few.
I really like you now.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Dale.
So I've been keeping track of this top 64 bracket we've got going on with the Minifans.
Okay,
and
more bracket talk. All right.
And it seems like the Minifans and the Mincels have really gone all icky baluki on themselves. Yeah, so
I think you're right about that, Dale. That's an excellent point.
Yeah, I see a lot of problems brewing between those guys.
Okay. Any other Dale references?
Yeah, I'm a Dale fan. I'm trying to drop Dale references on the Go For Geary show. Is it working?
No, it was working great. I thought don't break character. I thought you were going to get a few more.
All right, Mikey. Keep up the good content. I'll talk to you.
All right, brother. Dale from Kennebunkport checking in. Always nice. Let's see who this is. What's going on?
Hola, Mike. It's
Hola.
Adam the Jew.
Ah, Adam the Jew. What's happening?
Well, actually, today's a Jewish holiday. Purim,
Is it?
So happy
Why
Purim
are
to
you? Aren't you not allowed to use the phone then, or whatever it is you people do?
It's not that kind of holiday. It's actually
Okay.
more of a drinking holiday, a hangout holiday.
Oh.
Yeah. No, it's a good kind.
What is it? What's it called?
Purim.
Purim. I've heard of that. I didn't realize it was the St. Patty's Day of Judaism.
It is. We dress up, we drink, we have a merry old time.
Oh, fantastic. Well, what's going on, man?
I was wondering with the fact that you guys usually go every day, and I think that really helps with building on from one episode to the next and really getting flows going. Do you think between that and also maybe any hesitations you'll have at your comfort level with Kirk being back, and do you think that not having that steady flow of an episode every day is going to impact the flow and everything with the show?
No, I don't see that happening. Maybe if it happened in July where we didn't really know each other, but now I think we all know each other enough that if there's a week off or however long, we can go right back into busting each other's ball. I'll put it this way. I don't think they're going to be uncomfortable at all making fun of me tomorrow for my text messages. I suspect that won't be a problem. So, no, I imagine the flow will be the same.
All right. Well, looking forward to it.
All right, man. Happy Purim.
Thank you.
All right. L'chaim. Adam the Jew becoming a regular caller on this program as well. In fact, he messaged me about something and then said, I'll talk to you on the next Go For Geary. I feel like that I'm the only guy he talks to. I'm his only friend now, Adam. But he seems like a good guy. What's up, caller?
Hello?
Hello? Is this a lady?
Uh,
Oh, I don't get it. Just say something. Like, call me an asshole or something. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was a small man. Young man, I mean to say, of course. That's always weird when people just giggle. It's like, come prepared with your prank calls. What's up, caller?
Hey, Mike. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Great. Something's going on with your fucking phone. I can't hear a word you're saying, but I'm just going to talk. Hopefully you'll hear me on the line. This is Eric calling from Super Lemon Haze. How you doing?
Whoa, what's going on, man?
Your best buddy, I know. Just wanted to let your audience know that episode 2 has dropped. Go listen to it if you can. That's great. But I'm going to move on. What time were you guys thinking about taping tomorrow? Just curious, because if I can plan my drive accordingly, I could stop by the studio with a sign or two.
I don't know. Yeah, they have not told me what time we're recording, which seems like a lie to avoid a maniac, but that is true.
I'm not going to lie. I cannot hear a goddamn word you're saying. I'm going to assume that you're going to start recording at 9 a.m., so I'm going to show up a little bit earlier than that so I can start throwing some signs around. Welcome Kurt back. I'll even bring him some flowers or something.
I suspect that'll do you a lot of good. Terrific. Thank you, buddy.
Take care. Bye.
All right. Go check out his podcast, Super Lemon Haze. I think that guy thinks I have an issue with him. I have no problem with him. It just didn't seem like a podcast that would belong on the YouTube channel. Maybe Kirk will disagree and say, welcome aboard. Maybe you'll convince him with your signs tomorrow. I don't know. What's going on, caller? What's your name? Where are you calling from? Am I getting Rick rolled? I'll let it go for a while. I'll see if he's got any. Oh no, he's just playing the song. All right. I do. The problem is if I talk, it cuts his end off. Otherwise, I would let it go for a good 5-10 minutes maybe. But I'm getting Rick rolled now. I like that. Try and make me the next Frances. I dare you. I fucking dare you, people. You're not going to mess with me. Now, Jason Giambi should be batting cleanup for the Red Sox this year. I got to check into Frances's pot. You forget that he's on the air still. Like, you look at Francesa as days have gone by, but you forget he's still doing it, technically. What's going on?
It's Barcelona Advisor.
Okay, what's up?
Nothing. I just wanted to promote the new Mental Intel out.
Yes, it certainly is. It's up on YouTube. Who is this actually? Again, very disappointing. But yeah, I don't know if that was supposed to get me, but the Mental Intel is on YouTube right now. Those guys, I think that was their best episode because they limited the bracket talk to a segment, and then they went to the Tangway stuff, and they do that other segment that they do, rip off of Pardon My Take, but I think that's the point of it. So they do a good job. What's going on, caller? I mean, I guess you got me. But it would be more getting me if you roasted me. I don't know what you would say. I can't think of any possible insults you would come up to combat me. But we'll see how this person does. What's going on?
Hey, Mike, this is Betsy from Vermont, and I want to know what kind of sociopath doesn't text Kirk to wish him well. I mean, my man, Team Robbie, I like to call him, he would never do such a thing. I mean, yes, he's a bit creepy, and he likes to watch people eat mushy food, but he would text Kirk.
This is Matt Carano.
No, he would text Kirk.
I'm asking if this is Matt Carano.
This is Betsy. I sometimes go by AR.
Okay. Well, thank you for the call, Betsy. Yes, it is weird. I admit that.
Isn't it weird?
I would say, I don't know. It's weird to have a conversation with this person that I truly believe is Matt Carano. But
Betsy.
Okay, I'm sorry, Betsy. I think the first text was definitely weird, which is why I sent the second text, which I don't think is that bad.
No, I'm talking about, no, you sent a text at least, but this stupid butthead Matt guy never sent one. What kind of sociopath?
Oh, you're saying Matt's the sociopath. I see. Yes, only an insane man would do something like that.
Insane man, right?
You might say it would take a bigger sociopath to think that just because Kirk told a joke about it on the show that he's really heartbroken about it. Like he really thinks about it and is going to lose a lot of sleep over it. That might be more of a sociopath. But
I heard wavering in his voice. I could tell. And boyfriend Team Rob, he was upset too.
I can imagine. Well, thank you, Betsy. Anything else?
No, you're welcome. Thank you, Michael.
Okay. Betsy, you've got a lovely voice. I imagine you do some great musical work. Matt Carano dipping into the world of character acting now. That's fun. Is Betsy the actual girl's name, Justin?
Betsy's Team Roman.
What? Yeah, okay. I didn't know if that was her actual name or not. Let's see who this is. What's going on?
This is Mark Moroso Jr.
Okay.
I was just calling in to be very clear. Kirk's mental health was perfect when I was in the producer seat. Ever since you and that bushwhacker from Maine came down, he's been in tatters.
You know, that is true, Mark Moroso Jr. You make a fairly decent point.
Yep. And it's also very clear that you have boxed out our one-on-one podcast where I wiped the floor with you.
What do you... Oh. I forgot he's still in character. Yes, I know. I don't know why that never got up, Mark Moroso Jr., but it's very disappointing. It was great stuff.
I know. I bet you had your buddy Steve scrub it.
I don't know how he would have done that. You worked for Entercom and he didn't.
Don't play games with me, Mike. That snake Steve can do works wonders.
Thank you, Mark Moroso Jr. Anything else before you go?
Nope, me and Sis Grimy are going to get back to our real estate company we're starting.
Okay. Thank you, buddy. You know, I hadn't heard Mark Moroso's voice in so long that I always pick, like, I think that's his voice until I actually ran into Mark Moroso the other day. He's doing good. He seemed like it. I don't know. I barely spoke to him, but because I'm weird. Hello, caller.
Michael.
Yes.
When you coming out to Western Mass again?
I don't know. I'm sure sometime the late spring, early summer.
The Southie Parade's canceled, so you can come to the one in Holyoke.
There's one in Springfield as well that Mayor Marty will be at, but I don't know how much that entices me, dealing with some of the riffraff out there in these trying
definite
times.
riffraff. Yeah. Degenerates.
For sure.
Complete degenerates.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it. Appreciate it.
All right, brother. Yeah, strange that the mayor of Boston would cancel the Boston St. Patty's Day parade and then attend the Springfield St. Patty's Day parade. Doesn't seem to make a lot of sense, but what's up, caller?
Hola!
Hola!
Mike, I got a question for you.
Please.
So, I was just thinking about this because I'm going to the eye doctor soon. I'm not mad. I'm not gonna yell at you, but I was just wondering, what is the hardest thing about your blindness? Is it not being able to drive? Is it walking around? I just want to know what the hardest thing for you to do is that, say, a person who could see wouldn't really think of if they were blind.
Well, first of all, why did you say I'm not going to yell at you? Why would you yell at me about this? It's not my fault. Did he hang up? All right. Well, I'll answer his question. I guess the hardest thing would be, so like for doing a podcast, I would say it's that I can't have notes in front of me. Like I can't reference anything I've written down because it does me no good. So I guess the reading thing would be a big deal for me because everyone knows I can't drive. I would say, and the other thing would be going from light to dark. Like if I enter, say, a dimly lit restaurant or something during the daytime, cannot see a fucking thing. So then I just have to like slowly walk, and usually the people I'm with don't necessarily know what's going on. They think I'm just having a fucking panic attack or something. So I would say those are the two most miserable parts. The reading, driving you can get over, especially if you live in the city. But the reading and just walking around, every day walking around, I guess kind of sucks. What's going on, caller?
Yo, Mike, got two questions. First question, if you had to choose one person to replace you to co-host Mike and Mint Fans, who would you choose?
Well, it would be, you mean in the world or of a reasonable choice?
Realistically.
Yeah, realistically, I guess it would be MHP because that's kind of what was supposed. Matt from Providence is there every week because he does a good job and he's reliable.
I misspoke. I'm at the Kirk Manahan show.
Oh! I think you said Mike and the Minifans. I'm sorry.
My fault.
So you're saying now I don't understand. Kirk's gone in this situation?
No, to replace your job.
Oh, to replace me.
Realistically.
I mean, him and Clancy do a good job together. Kirk and Clancy would be a good show, but then it changes the dynamic. You know, it's not a sidekick anymore. I don't know. That's a good question. I think that a lot of people would say Jerry Callahan. Doesn't seem like that's going to happen. Oh, you know what? I guess the obvious choice to replace me would be Mutt. Everyone brings that up because he's kind of the same. You can make fun of him. He takes a beating well. He's a buffoon like myself. He's a drunkard. So I guess Mike Manansky.
Cool. And then one more thing. I was just wondering, let's say, hypothetically speaking, the sad thing happens. Kirk takes his own life. Show's over. Where are you going to work the next day?
Next day? Nowhere. I don't know what I'll do.
Within the next 5 months.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe something I've always been interested in is like comedy club promotion or working in comedy in some way. I don't think I could do stand-up.
New bar called Blind Mike.
Certainly not for a living. Yeah, something like that, I guess. But yeah, I don't know.
Last thing.
Yeah.
Last thing. I just had a little birdie told me may or may not be named Big Steve 207, but he told me to drop the Jewish reference, and I was just wondering if I was allowed to say it on the air.
To say what? Oh, he told you what was dropped?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'll say this. What he meant to say was the phrase heebie-jeebies. He gave me the heebie-jeebies. So you can imagine what came from that, I
I'll do
guess.
you a
Put it
favor.
that way.
I don't want to get you in no trouble.
Thank
I
you.
don't want to get you in no trouble, but I don't want to chew you guys out or anything. So I'll just
That wasn't it. That wasn't it, actually. Which would be very offensive. But that was not it. No, it was more along the lines of what I said. I should have brought Adam the Jew back to ask him that. He would have told us about it, if that's offensive or not. See, with calls like that, I never know if they're trolling me, but I'm not offended by those questions. I would say, yeah, I'm fairly easily replaceable. I understand that, and I like speculating on that shit. I never got why certain radio shows would be like Stern's a good example of that. Like any controversy or behind the scenes stuff, they're like afraid to mention now. It's like, I don't know, just talk about it. What's the difference? Any other calls coming in, or Justin? Or no, there we go. Let's pick this bad boy up. Who are you?
Hola.
What's going on?
Hey, Mikey. Just
What's
wondering, what's your favorite sauce? If you only have one sauce, what sauce would that be?
What sauce? I mean, are we talking all sauce? We can include applesauce or oh, you coward, you hung up. Well, if you want a real answer, I guess I'll go buffalo sauce. I'm a buffalo man. Frank's Red Hot, my favorite sauce. I thought we were going to do the sauce bit for 15 minutes. That's what I don't know how I feel about because Kirk says Courtney Fallon's a good sport, leave her alone and all that, but I think she's still very mockable. I enjoy. I even when she responds, I don't find it to be entertaining or humorous or not a Courtney Fallon fan. What's going on? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Mike. It's Taylor from Minnesota.
What's up?
Got a question here for you. I know after the Kirk thing last weekend, it kind of the whole Latino Kirk sleeping at the kid's house. I feel like that got kind of pushed over.
It did.
Have we figured out that Will lives with his parents, and just has Latino Kirk kind of addressed? I don't know. It just seems kind of weird that he's hanging out with 20-year-old younger parents.
He's not. First of all, intern Will is like 25, so it's not that weird, honestly. But it did get brushed under the rug. That's one of the greatest controversies that will go, that went unsolved. We will solve it in the coming days here. In fact, I'll ask Latino Kirk when I get off of this show right away. But we did get a call from someone who claimed to be his college roommate. So what I believe is that Will lives at school during the school year and in the off seasons lives with his parents. So Latino Kirk may have not been at his parents' house.
All right. Well, I just want to stay on top of it.
Thank you. I appreciate you bringing that controversy to light, my friend. That's always uncomfortable when they don't say anything as they hang up and I just stare at you for a while. I'm looking deep into your souls, folks. The other thing I was interested in is that Corey Feldman story. I guess he's just a scam artist. Like I thought, I wanted to believe that Corey Feldman was crazy, but believed everything he said. But I think he's just scamming people. So maybe we'll get that tomorrow too. I don't know. Hello, caller.
Michael.
What's up?
It's Mike in Providence. What's up, buddy?
Hello, Mike.
I have a stupid question, and it's kind of I don't know if you'll remember or not. There was an original song, a parody song that made fun of Kirk. It was to Tom Petty, Free Fallin'. There's a line in that song. There's one word in that song that gets beeped out, and for the life of me, I cannot figure out what it is. I don't know if you have any idea what word it was.
I don't know. I don't remember that. I'd have to.
It's bothered me since the first time I've heard it, and I've listened to it a few times since then to try to figure it out, and I cannot figure it out. He says like he's an asshole, but he won't say, and then it's beeped out.
Oh, so I'm guessing it's a word we've scrubbed in the past. I'm not sure. I'm guessing it's there's not a lot that gets beeped out. So I'm guessing
exactly. That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what
I'm
I
guessing
thought.
it's
Nothing
one
was
of
beeped out.
I'm guessing it's one of 3 or 4 that I won't say
Yeah.
here. But
I'll
yeah, you can.
probably- I'll post
I'm
it on
guessing you
Twitter.
could probably guess. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really remember, but
All right. Yeah, I'll have to put it on Twitter. Somebody will probably mention it. But
all right, brother. Anything
anyway,
else?
I don't want to hold up the line, so I'll let you go.
All right, man. Yeah, not a lot gets beeped out. So I'm guessing there's only a couple, maybe not 3 or 4 might honestly be too much even. So I'm guessing it's one of a select few. But I don't remember that. I vaguely remember the song. I might have to go back and listen to figure it out. Hello.
Hey, Mike, Chris from Wakefield here. How are you?
Oh, what's up, buddy?
Hey, I was wondering if you could verify what we heard from Patrick Gilroy about no mess hands on EEI. Did you?
Yeah,
hear that?
no, I think he was kidding.
Okay.
You mean as far as the signs?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think he was kidding. I do believe there's a rule of some kind saying the second you realize they're minifans, dump them. But no, I don't think there's signs around the building saying that.
Because Mutt will play along. They just will cut off the word minifan anytime you call and drop minifan or minihan or anything. They'll just dump that out, but they'll leave the rest of the call.
Yeah, I'd be surprised. I can ask. I can do some digging, but I don't think that's the case. Gilroy usually plays along too, but he's a decent egg. But no, I don't think there are signs around the building. But I will say, I mean, that's certainly the sentiment. Whether there are signs or not, that's the feel around the building. That if a minifan gets on, make sure you dump him, as Tim from Canton has proved multiple times.
Yeah. Hey, I got a pick for the bracket.
Let's hear it.
Do you have an overall winner?
Sure.
Who do you think?
Who do I think?
Yeah.
Boy, John Featherston, I think might make a late surge, but I think Steve from Providence. I think Steve from Providence is probably going to run through the whole thing pretty easily.
No, it's going to be Jason Giambi.
you bastard! You know, you sat on hold all that time to do that. real funny. You sit on hold. That's great. That's great. That's great. That's terrific.
I've literally dialed 5 times. Thanks. I've waited on hold longer to talk to Mutt.
Thank you, buddy.
But all right, bye.
Chris from Wakefield should probably be. He's a kind. Maybe he shouldn't be seated higher, but he should have more respect. He's kind of a quiet assassin. He's always manning the phone lines and working Twitter. He's a good boy. That one. Hello.
Hola!
What's happening?
I was actually calling to talk to little Alex Jones about his thoughts on the coronavirus.
Obviously, I guess I'll have to do this. Well, the thing is, it's all a ploy by the big oil to get the stock prices down.
I don't know. You got to give me a minute with this shit. I'm not good with it. Anything else?
Do you think
anything else, Connor?
Back to Blind Mike here.
Yes.
Do you think these text messages that you sent? Do you think no matter what you said, it kind of would have just, you kind of would have got mocked? And
no,
that's kind of how I feel about it.
I mean, yes and no.
Lose there with it. I mean,
yes
the
and
text
no.
wasn't the best, but
no, the
but
second
I really
one.
didn't see anything wrong with it.
The second text, I will defend. The second text is one where that, no matter what, I would have gotten made fun of. I don't think that was as bad as advertised, looking back at it. But the first one, no, I could have just said, hope you get the help you need. Maybe I would have been made fun of either way, but I could have phrased it better, certainly. So there was plenty of reason to mock it.
Yeah, I would like to hear that liar, Steve. I want to hear him format a text that he says that he claims you could have sent that he wouldn't have made fun of you for. Because I feel like no matter what
Steve
you would have
Steve said, I will say, Steve sent a pretty good text back. He texted back the group before me, and his was fairly. I don't remember it verbatim, but it was fairly, well said. Got the basic points. So then I felt, he doesn't need to hear anymore. Just get well, kid. Take care of yourself. Yeah, I probably could have phrased it better. And I will say Steve did a good job. So. All right, buddy. Take care of yourself. Yeah, no, I like to bash Steve when I get the chance, but he did phrase it appropriate. I think at that time he's certainly better at that than me. For all the shit that Steve gets for being a robot, he's much better with personal interaction. He's very personable, a friendly guy. Now the darkness that is behind those eyes is frightening, and spine tinkling. Oh, I'm sorry, I kept talking. Listen, you son of a bitch. Call back, you gutless coward. I'm going to talk on my program here. Let's get to this one before they hang up. Oh, another hang up. Well, maybe there's another ruse afoot. A clever a clever group has gotten together to wreak havoc on our phone lines. Let's see if this one. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hi, this is Tim. I'm calling from Canton. I had a question about bottom 7, 8, and 9 in the batting order averages for this year. I wanted to get your take.
Oh, well, the thing about the Red Sox is it's just, I mean, it never fucking ends. You know?
It never ends. Mike, so 2 quick questions.
What's up?
On Quantum Week, Chris from Quantum Week, before you knocked him out the other night, I didn't get to watch the whole show. I was in a fever haze with coronavirus. Did he say he was a comedian?
He's done improv.
Why have we not seen evidence of this yet?
I don't know. I assume just because Chris wasn't a well-known enough character for anyone to dig on it, but I would assume there's footage out there. He certainly has some, I would think.
No doubt. We need to see that. I mean, I know people have done improv and, they tape it on their phones, their friend tapes it, post it. So we'd love to see that. And then I have a request. Is there any way you could slip into the NPR mic mode and give me your thoughts on Julie DeCaro's menstrual cycle? Again, it's got to be in the NPR mic mode.
Well,
yes, no?
I have heard tell that Julie DeCaro's monthly friend has not come for some time now, which is perhaps why she displays such an attitude on social media.
Is that good enough for you?
My day.
Thank
That
you,
is perfect. Thanks, buddy.
All right, brother. Tim from Ken, another regular on this program. Yeah, Quantum Week Chris will be on with me. We'll hash out our beefs on Saturday. I think he's a good guy. He just annoyed me in the moment. And my problem was, it was funny the first few times he went to the no one cares about this, but eventually it's like, you're on the show. I mean, we're going to talk about it. I say answer the phone, Justin. All right. This person better be good. What?
Mike?
Hello?
Hello.
What's up?
Furburger out west. I was wondering if Robinson was a gymnast.
What do you mean?
Well, there are pictures on the internet when he was like in junior high or high school, and he was wearing a white leotard, and he was on the gymnastics team, and it seems out of character. I just wondered if it was true.
It certainly does. Are we sure those pictures weren't doctored?
No.
All right. Well, if you're telling me they're real, then I'm inclined to believe you, Furburger, on the West Coast. Since you were so specific about who you were, I'm certain you're giving me good information here. So I've got to say, maybe he was a gymnast that should be looked into.
Okay, my last question, Mike. The Murchison's Mouse concert.
Yeah.
The guy who was playing the saxophone, is he a parody singer?
What do you mean?
Well, somebody told me that he does some parody songs. I couldn't see his face because he had that big lid, that big like teapot dome thing on him.
Oh, I'm not sure. I mean, I assume your eyes are better than mine, so I didn't catch it either. But I can find out for you. But I don't know that to be the case.
Okay. Thanks for the call, Mike.
All right, man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's pulling my leg again. If there's someone I should have seen in there, but no, I didn't notice anyone I would know. I don't know that Doc Ellis is collaborating with any of the greats, but it's certainly possible. What was I saying before that? Fuck. Tim from Canton got me all screwed up. Oh, the Corey Feldman thing. Well, I'll take this call. Yes.
All aboard, Michael.
Choo choo. What's happening?
That's what I was waiting for right there. Yeah, I just want to. I know Steve was talking about doing a show. Well, Kurt was talking about doing a show Wednesday. Is that still a go for tomorrow? Or?
Yep, we'll be recording tomorrow. Not sure what time yet, but I would imagine it'll be up at the usual 11 o'clock hour.
11 o'clock. All right,
Yeah.
I'll be waiting for you. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right,
hey,
brother.
one more question. What's your favorite sauce? What's your favorite sauce?
Oh boy. Well, I already said buffalo sauce, but now you've got me thinking. Perhaps a nice ranch.
Oh, come on.
I do like a nice ranch.
How about some Chipotle ranch?
Oh, you know what? Excellent call. Put this one on the board. Chipotle, my favorite
All right,
sauce.
you've been knocked out. You've been knocked out. Get out of here.
All right, thank you. What do you got, caller?
I'm going for Geary. Can you rate your 10 top celebrities on Air Force right now, Mike?
That's kind of Justin's thing. I don't want to step on his toes.
Can we get a?
I can give you. Say again.
Can we maybe get a top fiver from Justin real quick, maybe?
Justin, you got a top 5? Is it the same as it was in Miami?
Still the same.
Still the same, but it can't be. You said Trump dropped.
Well, Trump, I don't know if you remember, but Trump got bumped for
Oh, Trump was bumped long ago.
Yes.
Okay, so I think we've got Tom Brady, if I remember this correctly, Kobe Bryant, yeah, R.I.P., Dave Portnoy, Travis Barker, and Ashton Kutcher. That's right. Am I correct in that? You got it. That's Justin's top 5 for you.
That's terrific.
It's an illustrious group. All right, my man. Anything else?
What is like? You've been on the show now for a while. What's the biggest thing you think you've learned from Kirk that's helped you?
I think everything I've learned has almost been to my detriment because I feel like I'm almost more timid and afraid of things now. But that's a good question. He's taught me to be more of a professional for sure and approach the show in a more professional way. I know plenty of people think I don't do that enough, but I believe I do. And so I'd say that's the big thing.
When someone buys you lunch, you got to send them a text back, maybe something like that.
That honestly, yeah, that type of shit. But also, I mean, just coming prepared. Like you can't just show up with 2 or 3 topics in mind and expect to get an hour's worth of show. I guess that might be something.
Yeah.
But yeah, in general, I've become. Well, I'm sure it doesn't seem it. I've become more professional in general, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, has there just ever been a moment like you've been working with Kirk and just something he's done has kind of like caught you off guard and you're like, wow, this is why he's so successul and he's so good at what he does? Is there like a moment like that, or is it just
when he did that not quite sporty R. McKenzie, but when he was talking sports a couple weeks ago, where he was able to flip that switch and I mean, I'm inclined to believe him that he doesn't pay attention to sports anymore. But if that's true, that was unbelievable that he can just flip the switch like that. So that was a moment where I was like, this guy's just a great talker, he pays attention enough that he can talk about anything. Like that was what really amazed me.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Gear Man.
All right, man. Gear Man. I like that. It's nice to not have an insult hurled at me once in a while. I prefer the gear heads. Or what I call all my fans, all 5 of them, if there are that many. But I like Gear Man. What was I saying? This is the problem when the calls stop coming in. Is I can't get into a groove now because if I start talking about something else, what time are we looking at here? We almost at 2. Whoa, yeah. We'll go. We'll take maybe 2 or 3 more calls if they're any good, and then we'll get out of here and maybe do this again Thursday? Although I wonder if doing twice a week is too much. But I guess we'll find out. Maybe we'll experiment with some times. Oh, Thursday we'll see. We'll talk after. Pick up this call. Hello? Just childish. But it made me laugh. I like that. You gotta hang on hold to do that? Oh, good. Waste your time. So no skin off my back. Go ahead. Waste your time. Be a child on the phone. Unbelievable. I've been doing this 35 years. Number 1 for 35 years. Number 1 YouTube show. 35 years. Think you're gonna get me with your calls? I don't think so, pal. Go ahead. Spit. There's spit all over your phone now. Doesn't bother me. Yeah. So Thursday night, I think we're gonna do me and MHB. So maybe we could do that before. We'll see. What's up?
Hey,
Hey.
Here's the question I have. Here's my concern. And I'm going to tell you, this one's really bothering me, this whole Murchison thing. I was really rooting for Murchison, and I got all juiced up about Murchison, and I hear Murchison's going to win this, and Murchison's going to win that. I mean, when in the hell am I ever going to win one of these wars? I mean, I got all juiced up about this. I want to win one. Oh, no! One war! One lousy goddamn war! I'm about beat that GD intern.
I'm very confused by what this is supposed to be.
Oh, you are? Okay. I'm just, I want Murchison to win one fucking goddamn war. Please.
Who is this?
It's DEC.
Okay, Justin said it sounded like you, but I wasn't quite sure. What's up, buddy?
Sorry, I was trying to be funny. I guess I bombed.
I didn't really understand it. Well, if I knew it was you, I would have understood it more. But I didn't really get it. But now, how do you explain yourself for bumping me the other night? I was very offended.
I was having an anxiety attack. As a matter of fact, I just got a psychiatrist appointment right now.
Don't you know that Kirk is the only one in this world that's allowed to have mental issues? You're kind of taking the shine away from him.
Because I was having issue with anxiety and being overwhelmed last night that I'm like, I cannot do this.
I understand. It's very nerve-wracking talking to me, as you can tell.
And the thing is, I had to think about what am I going to talk to Mike about. I don't know if I'm going to be able to have a conversation with him.
Right? Yeah. There's not. Yeah. I get it. It would be very boring, and why bother? I understand. Who's on the Minifan show this week? Anything we should look forward to?
I'm doing two tomorrow, which also gives me just incredible anxiety.
Well, relax. It's going to be fine.
So it's just, I feel like I'm biting off too much more than I can chew. I have Blind Mike's groupie on. I'm going to tape her at 8, and I'm going to tape the Mincels at 7. And I have the Andy Mayo show that I'm going to post tomorrow morning because Andy Mayo has a number of different criteria of when I can post it and what I can put in the show notes. He is one of the most controlling assholes I've ever met.
Oh, really?
Now make sure, even though we're talking about, gear, don't say we're talking about gear the whole time. Say it's just a little under half, and then make sure you talk about the fact that we're talking other things in the last part of the show notes.
How's you were on that show, right? How'd it go?
I thought it was a really good show. The fact
Is there?
that I know
Can
it was good
you tease it for us, or does he not want you to give anything away?
He was to the point of you need to put it on YouTube. It needs to be on YouTube for a certain period of time before you can put the feed on. So it was more about he is very focused on the Yeti, and I don't think the Yeti's really good for new people. And really, that's what it was about. Here's what you're going to do. There's a lot of people who want to be on Kirk's YouTube. This is the gear that you have to do so you don't sound like shit.
Right. All right. Well, look forward to that. It's 7 o'clock or 7:30, Justin. 7? I think 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I don't know when it's going to be. It's been in the can since Sunday morning.
Well, I believe it's 7 p.m. tonight on YouTube. Make sure you look for that and subscribe. And you know it's going to be up.
Yeah, he was like, you got to move it along because I got to get to church.
Oh well, it's nice to know that he's a God-fearing man.
Yeah, he is.
All right, brother.
Yeah.
Well, DEC, check out the Minifan show and check out Nickel's Worth of Free Advice with DEC and Ned Snark and the illustrious Andy Mayo tonight. Thank you, buddy. Anything else?
I don't know. Jason Giambi, you think he's going to start for the Giants this year? Or?
Your buddy Chris from Wakefield already used that.
I know.
Goodbye. You son of a bitch. Let's try one more. And I think that'll be it for the day. Good or bad. I like to end on a sour note, so hopefully it's mediocre at best. Once these get cruising. I didn't understand maybe it went over my head. What was DEC doing? Does anyone know?
He was trying to be like a Murchison advocate.
Yeah, no, I got that, but I didn't get maybe I'll have to listen again. I didn't know if he was quoting something, a reference that I should have known. One goddamn war. Should I? I'm sure I look like a fool. Maybe it just went over my head. But DEC always coming with that comedic energy. I don't know why he's so nervous. He does a good job. No one's really gonna. I mean, people will shit on him online, but who really cares? He'll be fine. And then you go do a new show next week, and people forget about it. No calls coming in, Justin. Nope. Oh, all right. We're done then. That's it. Go for Geary in the books. Maybe we'll be back Thursday night and do this. Oh, but there's other shit going on the YouTube channel Thursday night, right? We'll work it out. We'll figure it out. The mint. Who could bump that? The Minturn show. All right. Well, we'll figure it out. Goodbye, everybody.